work up here, man.
So Pikes Peak is a 14,115-foot mountain just outside of Manitou Springs in Colorado. I think there might be 52 14,000 footers in the Rocky Mountains.
The Pikes Peak trip is the culmination of the Torchbearer Leadership Series. And so we go through a really long series with these guys, professionally, personally, spiritually, academically, athletically. This trip kind of helps them form who they're going to be as a leader.
And it's hard. You know, it's a challenge. I think for those who have never done it before, I mean, there's a point for a lot of guys where they wonder whether they can actually do it.
Is that chorizo? Chorizo wrap. What? Where you found that? We're on our way to IHOP right now. Everyone just placed their orders. Kind of sitting in Colorado traffic.
You can see the mountain line right here. And in this van specifically, we have a bunch of dogs that are gonna kill this. And I know in the other two vans, we got the same thing. We're going for a world record tomorrow.
Ooh, Gallegos, what you think? What you got on the meal, bro? But he ordered everything. Nate, what are we thinking? What are we thinking? Yes. Maybe a milkshake. I dropped the top, pull a Bentley out the parking lot. All right, fans and viewers and family members and friends. This is the view we're currently at. We're at the Garden of the Gods. As you can see, if you can kind of see this peak right there, that's where we're running. We're gonna walk up there, but in the process, we're being tourists. Look at Coach Creighton. Don't you just love it? Inner thoughts of flip. Boy, that mountain looked too high. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it. I'm from Cali. This ain't nothing though. You're all the way up close. Hey, look, hey, there's something on the top. We're just vibing right now, sightseeing. So tune back in a couple hours, whatever. Then we pull the camera back out again, you know. But signing off for now.
We are at the Garden of the Gods. Don't look at my hair, but look at this. Wham, wham. Look at that shape. There's no climbing. They're on the top of it. This right here defies the laws of physics.
Lily?
How you gonna stand to this?
All right, Gallegos. First climb of the trip. How'd I feel?
It's bad, man. I don't know if I can do shit. I don't know, man.
Hey, we didn't go to Walmart yet. We didn't know what. I need some water. Here we go. Oh, he didn't like it? He didn't like it. Hey, boy. Juanito, holding the earth. Yeah.
I need help.
Oh, yeah.
Get it off me. All right, today we are here with
Grant Kersner,
Grant.
coordinator.
How are you feeling on this lovely day?
Oh, it's awesome.
What have you heard about the mountain so far?
Heard it's really tall.
These things? Get the haul. Oh, you know, we got Pedialyte. Get the Uncrust. What you got?
M&M's.
Peanut M&M's.
Got the Gold Bond. Got the ibuprofen. Got the water. You already know.
Gold Bond. All right, Shaq. All right.
Okay. We getting a pickup for the hike dog. Gotta have the Pedialyte. Gotta stay hydrated.
Only one?
Gotta wash it. You know what I'm saying? Gotta be clean. And then, what's a hike without
Trail mix. Smart. Smart.
You feel me, Jack?
That's smart, Jack.
You feel me?
Nate, what we got? What's our snack? What's our...
I got a Pedialyte. I got some Twizzlers in the car. I need some sunscreen, bro. I'm gonna burn.
You ready? MTV Cribs.
How y'all doing? Welcome to the spot. Feel me, Bunkhouse Club. Let me show y'all around. Check me out. We got a nice dining room table, feel me, with the scenic picture there. Feel me, bring it all in, right? Then we go to towels, you know. You need a towel. How you gonna dry off if you ain't got no towel, buddy? And then boom, it's the good part. Wow. Here we have Carter Evans chilling in his natural habitat. I got a question for you. I gave Carter the big bed, you know, out of good respect. You feel me? That's my guy. You know, I had to go bottom bunk though. It's only right next to the AC. So if I get scared at night, I can just reach over and grab Carter. You know, I'll be good to go. And Carter, what you guys say about our trip, bro?
You gotta get this thing working. You gotta get it as cool as possible.
I feel max cool. You ready to sit? Hey.
It's not feeling good in here right now. I'll be honest, but
And
we'll get there. And wow, that actually feels way better now.
we go front porch, match purple bench, and yeah, welcome to Bunkhouse Club, you dig?
You know, it's gonna be times people frustrated, they gonna wanna complain and bicker back and forth about whatever they feeling.
I know everybody gonna go through things, but I feel like it's gonna build character, build chemistry with the team.
You're gonna have to carry others along, and at times probably gonna have to get others to push me along too.
I mean, being away with each other on this mountain that none of us have been on, we're gonna learn stuff about everybody, bonding us together close.
I know we're gonna have to do it as a unit, so just trying to bond and bring others along with you.
And we get to do it, you know, with our brothers, people that we fight with, we fight for every day on the field.
What it means to me is I feel like there's different ways to get to the top of the mountain, but once you get there, there's only one view.
.415, getting ready to climb Pikes Peak. Coach Kirkwood ready, dancing. We about to see if he's dancing in 3 hours.
We are, man. This is the start of, they're called the Bar Trail. We're staying together. Get with your partner. It's not about you, it's about all of us getting up this thing together.
Nick Gallegos, senior offensive lineman from Naperville, Illinois. For me, summiting that mountain, it's like the final step in the leadership series and like something that I've been working towards since I was like 17 years old. You know, like this is my last year, I gotta make it happen, but like not to let a moment go by, and I think like this moment's one that I'm really not gonna let go by.
We about hour in on a hike. You know I got my Drake playing. Come through, classic. You know that. Solo, how you feeling, baby?
Feeling great, man. You're killing it, dog. Eat tough to the core.
Yeah,
man.
you know that. I gotta see the view though. I gotta see the view. Woo! This is what you live for right here. Shout out 22 boy, Nick Gallegos, Cap. Yes, sir, baby. Hey, man, we working.
Nick Devereaux, wide receiver, number 81 from Troy, Michigan. I've been in this program my whole career. It's definitely a long time coming. I knew I was gonna climb it one day, but that day is actually finally here now, 5 years later, so it definitely means a lot.
As one of us struggling, we picking them up. If I start struggling, my boy's picking me up.
I got your back, Zach.
Oh my gosh.
Zach, I got your back.
Man, I gotta keep my eye on the road.
Zach, we don't been here too long.
Anyways, that's really all I gotta say.
Well, you
We will see you later. Hey, how do I turn this off?
What's up, y'all? Deuce here.
We just taking this in, you feel me? Sometimes you gotta take the time to, you feel me? Enjoy where you at, you know? Take the time to realize you was once praying to be where you is now. So don't take it for granted.
Yeah, I was took a PWO to a D2. So all I had was one PWO to a D2, and then the rest was just D3 offers. I didn't play much football, and I was there for 2 weeks, and I walked into the coach's office and said, hey, I could do better. I got in contact with people here, did the walk-on tryout. They called me before I even got from the bubble to the parking lot and said, you made the team. I was like, oh, cool. Didn't even make it to my truck yet. Been here ever since.
You have an opportunity to do it. You're gonna come in at the bottom, and they're not gonna expect a lot out of you, but you gotta, like, you have nothing to lose. And I was like, I'll take that head on.
The second quarter we use as a time to connect with one another and our teammates. It's just getting a deeper understanding of, you know, who that person is beyond just what you see.
My second year, and there's one moment in particular. It's that we were playing NIU, which is close to me in Illinois. It's in DeKalb. I don't travel, so I decided to go to the game still. So I went home, and I'm with my parents, and I go to the stands, and I'm sitting in the stands watching the game. I was thinking about, like, oh, I went as a fan, basically. You put so much into every day, and you want to be there so bad to, like, play, and I'm not even close enough to playing where I'm not, like, not even traveling. That moment was kind of like, hey, like, it's getting tough. It's getting a lot tougher than I thought it'd be.
Internally, he may be struggling, but you're not going to know it. You're not going to see it. Just who he is as a person, he's not one to stop. He's not one to, like, think of anything other than getting what he needs to get done.
Going throughout most of the year, just still being a walk-on, everybody was like, you're a walk-on? I never really thought too much about it. Like, it was never, like, a big thing for me. I got my chance to play. That's really all I ever needed. They called me and Jason Marshall. So when they called us up there to carry the wrench, I was like, oh, we're carrying the wrench, that's smooth. Like, I didn't think anything of it until everybody started mobbing me, and I turned around for a split second and saw that it was a scholarship.
My team had won, like, the team competition, and we go up there to, like, get our prize. It's this really cool, like, work shirt that has, like, a nickname on it. We, like, go through the line, everyone's handing them out. It goes, and then Crane's like, here's yours. I look at it, I'm like, why does it say Scott? Who would say Scully? I look at Wheezy and I look at Dennis, like, it's somebody else's. And Dennis is like, you're on scholarship, you're on scholarship. I'm like, what are you talking about? Everyone comes up, and then Dennis starts picking me up, and Doji are all going crazy to prove the people right that believed in me. All that hard work wasn't for nothing, and it was like, you're figuring it out, like, you're figuring out your stories.
Back my freshman and sophomore year, nobody would have thought I would ever played. Nobody would have thought I ever gotten a scholarship. Nobody would have ever thought I was all conference. But I have always said that I was gonna be that one day. Kind of just, like, proved, like, okay, like, he is doing what he said he was gonna do. Like, he stood on what he said he was gonna do, and he accomplished it.
I kind of don't want it to end, because that means, like, that's my last season. So, like, once we get up there, I'm like, damn, we've been looking forward to this moment for, like, 4 years. We get up there, and it's like, damn, I really only got one season left. Not even a whole year left.
We're sitting at 10,200 feet right now. It's probably the highest I've been breathing, you know?
Here we go. We made it to bar camp. Hitting some lunch right here. No, I don't know about his lunch, but he has some dill pickle sunflower seeds. Your little Smuckers. Brandon over here, he filling up the drinks. And me, I'm having some beef links. Some some jerky. I'm gonna take a big bite.
Let's take you out here. Head honcho. Coach Chris Creighton. Head coach Chris Creighton. Halftime report.
Killing it. It's a great group, man. Selfless. You know, I think we were going a little bit slower than what everybody would want to go, and didn't hear a single complaint. Guys helping each other, encouraging each other.
That's it for my halftime interview, halftime report, you feel me? We're gonna check back in at the top of the mountain. Signing off.
after we get to that halfway point, it's very real to see the summit and see how far away you still are. You know, it's also easy to look down and say it's just as easy to turn back around. That mental flip of the switch in your head to say, you know, I'm gonna keep going.
When things get difficult, who do you tend to lean on?
Who I'm looking to is Makai.
He's the voice of our team, I would say.
If I ever need something, I look to them to give me that motivation to keep going.
Really, the heartbeat of the team, I feel like, would run through him.
Makai Gilbert, defensive tackle, senior from Phoenix City, Alabama. Me personally, I'm carrying a lot of...
Non-contact for Makai Gilbert, that's not good.
I'm carrying everything. I'm carrying a lot of pressure. I'm carrying a lot of adversity, a lot of goals that I want to accomplish. This climb for me is just more than just a climb. Me coming back from rehab, coming back from this surgery, I feel like this climb would be a perfect ending right before camp.
So far, so good. Hey, got me a good little walking stick. You feel me? This is phenomenal. I don't know if I'd be right here if I ain't have this. We got the D-Max shoes on. That wasn't the best I said. Thank you. But feel good. Feel like we're gonna celebrate something.
Who I'm looking to is Makai. If he going on the trip, why not? Take something deep down inside of you to know, like, oh, I got brothers who need me. We need him. Just as much as he gonna need us when we go up that hill, and I'm gonna look at him every time. Just because it's like, I know you don't supposed to be here.
So what would you tell that version of yourself, you know, that first got injured right in that moment? What would you tell them now?
I would tell them to keep going, be grateful for every opportunity, no matter how it looks. For me, football is my joy, it's my pride, it's where I have the most fun. Like, having that taken away from you, most people don't see like what that really does to you mentally and physically. It was on day 4, right after surgery, and I'm at home, so that was the first day it hit me, like I'm really all alone in the room, just on me. How would I get to the bathroom? How would I go get something to eat? And I really, like, personally, it was like 30 minutes, I didn't know what to do. I was just sitting there thinking, I'm just in pain, really crying, and I had a conversation with God, and I just spoke to him, and we just had a long conversation. I really think I was talking to myself, but I think he heard me. 5 minutes after that, my pain was gone. I was able to get up, go to the bathroom on my own for the first time, using my crutches, and ever since then, I just kept my foot on the gas pedal. When I first got injured, I thought it was the biggest curse in the world, but now looking back, I feel like it was such a blessing. Now, everything that I do or everything that I run into, I'm appreciative of it. I'm a lot more grateful for every little thing, every accomplishment that I get. I take everything.
I already know how it is, couple miles in, almost finishing quarter 3. We're out here, you know, going step by step. Following the leader, Tyler. Tyler going one step at a time. We got Ron hooking him up, being a real torchbearer. How we feeling, Coach Trell?
Man, freaking phenomenal. Come on, man.
We're getting to that point now where it seems like we're close. You can see the top, you can see the finish line. We're not anywhere near it though. Lots of emotion comes out at this point. Carrying 2 bags. You gotta do what you gotta do though. Everyone's gotta get up.
My name is Ron Harden. I'm from Cleveland, Ohio. I play defensive end. Facing your fears going up this hill, I feel like God put an obstacle to see if like you can get through this pain. Because if you can get through this pain, you can get through anything. Something I'm carrying with me, just as in the wrench, is I would say my family on my back. You know, the time I'm not there with them, I'm doing this. People don't know the hardest thing to do is keep going. And going up this mountain, just like with the wrench, you gotta go one step at a time.
Never take nothing for granted. That's my message to the camera right now. Never take nothing for granted, because you never know what tomorrow brings. You never know, and always keep good relationships. Relationships go a long way.
My hardest thing to get over, and I still ain't got over it, is losing my father. Losing a father is like very hard. This the man you look up to. This the man who teach you how to be a dad. The man who teach you right from wrong. That was my dog. That was my best friend. You get what I'm saying? You could play a song talking about fathers and I'm gonna cry. I see my teammates. They got their fathers. They father pouring into them, you know, telling them, hey, Pops, what's up? Hey, this and that. That it hurt me. You get what I'm saying? Just because, like, I want a father too. I was gonna say, like, that's the person who wanted me to do this. I wanted to do it myself, but that was the person, like, telling me, I know you can do it. You feel me? So it's like, that's the hardest thing I've been through. That's the hardest thing I'm still going through today. You know, the necklace I wear it, it's just my father, like, I don't know. Look where I'm at. Look where we at. Top of the world. You see this? Coach Creighton, give me the wrench. That feeling makes me be the best father I can be. I don't get to see my children every day. My children are 2,000 miles away. I have to talk to my children through FaceTime. That's a hard thing to do, especially when I lost my father. So I know how I feel to not have a parent there. It can change like your whole life, you get what I'm saying? How I'm gonna raise my daughter and my son, you know, to be the best children they can be, especially when you trying to put in pain, like we putting in work every single day, day in and day out. People be hearing this, like when I'm working out, when I'm on the field, only thing I say is Journey Rose, Ezra Harden, that's my kid's name. Like, I'm not doing this for me.
He does everything to be the best version of himself for others. It's not for Ron. And I think that's what's really impressive about him, is he's trying to be the best version of himself for others. He puts everybody above himself.
I don't know how to cope. I don't know how to get through my pain, you get what I'm saying? I come here to get through the pain. Like, I lost both of my grandmothers within a week. I don't think people know as much as, you know, how deep it actually goes, but it's hard. You get what I'm saying? And keeping a poker face on to show that, oh, I'm all right.
But his work ethic, his determination is on another level. Like, the things he goes through, it inspires me sometimes. He just comes in every day, every hour, no matter what's going on outside. But once he comes into the building, all of that is out of his mind. Like, he's fully focused on what's happening in the moment. And not only that, he's worried about us.
My dog Ron, man. Ron tough for sure. He got like never quit, never say die.
The word that just comes to me is just grit and heart. When you talk about Ron, he's just, gosh, man, he is so tough, mentally and physically. And it's super impressive for someone that has overcome the obstacles that he's had to overcome.
You're not the only person going through things. Your situation might be worse than everybody's. Like, my situation, you know, is very hard. You get what I'm saying? And, you know, pouring into other people just so I don't have to think about the problems I'm going through. Just dealing with a lot of hurtful things, bad things keep coming into your life. You know, you learn to flip the switch to, all right, if I'm going through this, or if I'm going through something bad, I want to teach somebody something different, how to get through it. You get what I'm saying? Like, and I tell them, like, I'm gonna teach you this just so you don't have to experience that. Never think your situation is the worst, because there's always somebody out here doing worse than you, even though in reality, your situation is the worst. That's just how I go day by day. It's a lot people don't know. Like, I done been through the other side of the world, and people don't know, but it's like, that's what keep me going. I keep a smile on my face. Like, my energy always up. You'll never know, like, that I've been through that. But it's all about how you come out the storm, not how you go in the storm. You get what I'm saying? You can't pay me to quit. Like, you can't tell me to stop. You can't tell me not to go. You just can't, because it's like I'm doing it for something way bigger than me.
It's that part where we find out who has emotional responses, who doesn't. We just gotta keep pushing. That's all it is.
Some of our brothers were struggling, you know. Some of our brothers was crying. Like, it was hard getting up there, but it was just like one foot in front of another.
Look at the guys. Look at this.
This is amazing. We started all the way down there. Those red buildings.
It meant to me like getting out your comfort zone to really overcome whatever you think you can't do. No matter what comes in your path, like you can do it.
Hey, y'all boys, say what's up.
What's up, world? What's up, chat? We're here, chat. Yeah. Separate the men from the boys.
14,115 feet.
14,000.
13 freaking miles. Let's go.
150 feet. 13 miles.
You know, things are going to be hard, things are going to be challenging, but being able to push through whatever adversity hits and, you know, getting to the top of that mountain and the feeling of getting up there like a foreshadow of what life is going to be in general.
Walking stick. Thank you. Ah, I did it! Come on.
Set record! Eastern Michigan football!
Bow!
3 hours with the wrench.
There wasn't a better group I could have been with.
There's always people that's there to pour back into you and lift you up.
Woo! Flipping arrow! Yeah, Flipper.
Let's go!
Yeah! Come on, come on!
I think over the past 4 years, like summiting Pikes Peak is like that final step in the leadership program. And to complete the final step in the leadership program means you only have one season left. I kind of want this to go on forever, because then once we summit it, then it's like, it's really the last season. I think that's kind of what it meant for me, is like, this is really it. So you gotta make the most of it.